Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Radiant Tale, continuing Zephora's route, and it's like pouring like a monsoon outside. So anyway, we are already in chapter 3, so we'll probably get to chapter 4 today, probably in like 2 minutes, because his chapters are either going by really fast, or I'm just like really invested, so I'm not interjecting as much. I don't know, but anyway. Sobered up yet? Filio came to us once he was done mingling with the citizens. It was already dark outside, and the local barflies were already taking over the pub. Or were taking over, not anyway. Sorry for making you wait. I'm all right now. I wasn't sure if it was because of the drink, but Sephora looked refreshed. Glad to hear that. Shall we head home? We shouldn't stay out too late. Agreed. Leon, can we get the Sephora and I made to leave our seats. Hey, Sephora, can I ask you one thing? The Dragon Boy's question stopped us. He had a serious look on his face. I'm not going to ask about the case, but tell me, why can't you talk about it with Spacey? You two don't want to awkwardly dance around each other forever, do you? He glanced at me. I wanted to know what happened, while Zephora wanted to hide it from me. The redhead probably posed the question to help us meet in the middle. Personally, I appreciated his idea. However, I doubted Zephora would give him an answer. He was too adamant about keeping me in the dark on this case. Well, but now he's to get the sober-up drink, so... Sure, I'll explain. Both the gist of the case and the reason I couldn't tell her about it. Elio and I exchanged looks at his unexpected response. What? You're actually gonna spill? Why are you so shocked? You're the one who asked. Is the juice still affecting you? No, it isn't. I simply reconsidered while I was waiting to sober up. He only continued speaking after Vilio took a seat. And the reason I refused to explain things to you has nothing to do with you being unreliable. It's just... I couldn't bring myself to tell you because I didn't want to put you in danger. I told you, and that's all he had to say! But it was so hard for him to say it! It's adorable! And also you want to slap him a little. You want to, like, just a little smack across the face, like, idiot! This is what communication's for! But I love you for being so unable to communicate your feelings. I hope we can work past this. Like, I hope you learn to communicate your feelings. But, like, it's kind of adorable. My eyes widened when he revealed his true feelings. So you're worried about Spacey? Yeah, got a problem? He suddenly assumed a defiant attitude. Maybe he felt much better after telling the truth. Not at all. That's good, actually. But your feelings don't mean much if you're not getting through to her. The way you reacted, it seemed like you were mad at her, you know? Am I right, Spacey? Yeah. I felt like I wasn't good enough. Like you were trying to avoid the worst-case scenario, me meddling and causing even more problems. That's all I could think about. So you refused to give her any info about the perfume case, and you told her not to worry about the man from this afternoon. And that's all because you're worried? I just noticed on my computer screen, I don't know what it looks like, but the colors look really, 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 really pink tinted. Like compared to my TV, I just glanced, I'm like, wow. It's like, again, it's new computer, so the screen is, every time I open something, I'm like, Jesus Christ, the colors are vibrant! But, like, I just noticed now that, like, Vilio, like, in the actual game, and maybe to you, okay, is like, yes, he's red-toned, and he's got red hair and whatever, but he is, like, vibrantly glowing neon fucking magenta red. Like, hair and everything, and even, like, the shadows and the skin tones are a little more pink tint. Like, it's just, he is glowing and burning my retinas. It's just so different because of the colors on my monitor. And I'm like, wow, my recording software, it's not the recording software, it's my monitor. Like, it's just so fucking bright. That, like, holy shit. Wow. It does make the game colors look like a little more vibrant, which is just really weird. but not vibrant. I don't want to say vibrant in a bad way, but it's almost vibrant in a bad way. Like it's too intense. I like the way the game actually looks, where it's just very like normal. I don't want to say muted, but it's still like it's definitely more muted compared to my like neon fucking signs in the red light district over here. Okay, it is like garish. And when you're playing The Sims, the neon, you're like, damn, the colors are so intense. It's amazing. But looking when it's my recording software with this, it's like, wow, it's a little wrong. I don't like it. But it's just it's just, I'm sure it looks fine, like, because my computer, like, you know what I mean? Colors look different on different monitors. So the game is probably recording exactly the way it always does, and it probably looks no different to you. But it's just going to be weird to get used to. Like, it's like, when I'm processing, I won't notice the difference. I'll be like, okay, processing, whatever the colors are. But, like, just looking between my TV and glancing over to make sure that my recording software is moving along, and I'm like, wow, that is drastically different. It's so weird. Weird. Wow. Again, though, my old computer, 4 years of technology and like fancy screen. Okay, I'm telling you, it's such a fancy screen that okay, like, um, my other one had the bottom light, like and then the keyboard would light up and whatever. And I haven't put my settings in; they're just rainbow now. I used to have different settings, but I haven't created them in this one. Um, but this one also has magic color changing wallpaper. There's only certain ones you can do, and like eventually I'll probably change it. But so I like picked one and it actually like the colors and the lights and like the cityscape that's my background changes color with the fucking keyboard. And I'm just like, I don't know why that's so fucking amazing. I'm like, oh my God. Like, not like you can't have live wallpaper. I've had live wallpaper on my phone before, you know what I mean? But there was just something about the fact that it's got the freaking colorscape that my fucking keyboard has. So as my keyboard's cycling through the rainbow, so is my fucking background in my monitor. Like, so weird. Dude, technology is insane. Okay? And I should know this because I'm still impressed by chip technology. And I mean like potato chips. When, like, before, if you're fucking old as shit, like Keebler's Pizzeria chips, I've talked about them before, right? They didn't taste like pizza. They were delicious, and I want them back, but they didn't taste like pizza. Look at Pringles, the pizza flavor. They don't taste like pizza. Okay, they don't. They're good. They don't taste like pizza. But then you have other chips, like the Quest taco chips, okay? And you were like, why the fuck does this taste like eating a taco salad? I can taste the lettuce on this motherfucking shit. It tastes like a goddamn taco salad. You can taste like the crispy, like, tortilla shell kind of bowl, you know, and the lettuce and the sour. You can taste all, and you're like, this is not, how the fuck? Okay? It's like, I mean, it was a fucking ages ago when they made like Lay's made mystery potato chips, and they were cheeseburger flavor, and you could taste the ketchup and the mustard. You're like, I can taste the tang of the mustard and the ketchup, and then the burger, and I can taste the cheese. It tastes like a motherfucking cheeseburger. How the fuck? How the fuck? Okay. Because like when I was like sour cream and onion, does it really taste like sour cream and onion? Does it? No, I don't think so. I don't. But like, I mean, like you barbecue with sour cream and onion and plain. Okay? We'll have salt flavored chips. That's all we can manage. You know what I mean? But like now you're like fucking like got these fancy ass goddamn flavors and you're like, this is exactly what it tastes like. How the fuck do you manage this shit? Because like, you know what makes a cheeseburger is all the individual ingredients. So you have all those individual flavors on a chip, which you don't think would be like, you just make a mustard powder and then a ketchup, and you make all the little like powdery flavors and you mix them all together and then you slap them on a chip and you'd think that would be, but like we couldn't do it before and now we can, and it's weird. Okay? So like, of course my computer background being able to change color with my keyboard is fascinating and amazing, but like, it's still fascinating and amazing. And I'm like, whoa, neat. Anyway, but the colors are extremely fucking vibrant. Vilio literally looks like he is a red light district. Like he is all of the neon fucking signs. Being like, hey, over here. Like, seriously? He glows brighter than a red light district, and it's fucking bonkers. But anyway, Zephora was telling us about, before I got distracted by how vibrant those colors are, and they hurt my eyes. They literally make my retinas bleed. Jesus. I'm just not used to that level of color intensity. Probably need to adjust the settings, but whatever. It's new. I haven't futzed around with it enough. Zephora was telling us about how he just wants to protect us because he adores us. He didn't really say that exactly, but it was there. Yeah, how do I say it? And those two events are probably connected. Come again? Considering we're out in public, Zephora said he would give me all the details once we got back home. Is this the man who assaulted you? Zephora put a piece of paper on the table and had a sketch of the man on it. No, yeah, that's him. He assaulted you too, Valerie? I'm pretty sure he was asking me. Don't interrupt. Just kidding. I knew it. What does this mean? I highly suspect he has the you-know-what perfume. He has the perfume? He's broken and incompetent, but he's always slipping out of my grasp. It's hard to catch him. I've been waiting for him to make a move. I never expected he would approach you. I was shocked. What the heck does he want to do after he gets his hands on Spacey anyway? Take me for tea, apparently. But I don't know what that means because I'm not young and hip. Is that what the kids are calling inappropriate things these days? Having tea? Because that's going to get confusing. I'm joking. Is he planning to use the perfume on her? A chill skittered down my spine. Whoa, well, that's also very good. If he uses the perfume, I can't fight it alone. Things couldn't get any worse than that. I finally understood why Zephora kept telling me not to poke my nose into this case. It's possible, but there's a good chance he only plans to use you to threaten me. He's hoping for leverage over the Sentinel to squeeze a ransom out of me. And while I'm concerned about us having the perfume, he doesn't have force, knowledge, or connections. And the security forces are already enough to deal with him. And that's why I plan to tell you everything once it's all over and I can be sure you're safe. Oh, I see. Wait, what if I act as a decoy? We could lure him out and arrest him, right? This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you. I knew you'd say that. No matter how many measures we take, I can't guarantee your safety if you act as a decoy. Don't risk yourself to solve the problem. If something bad happens, it'll be too late. Sorry. I regretted saying anything since I'd only made him worried. Let's grab his hand. Hold his hand and be like, it's okay, sweet. And then stroke the back of it. Hold his hand, stroke it, and be like, it's okay, sweetie, don't worry. Shh. Calm down. He's an angsty little marshmallow. Shh. It's okay, calm, marshmallow. Be calm. It's okay, I'm not going to go do anything stupid and make you worried and stressed out, okay? Don't make this man more stressed out, Spacey. Well, I'm also against the idea of her being a decoy, but that doesn't mean you can force her to stay on the sidelines. There must be a way for her to help, right? You're smart. Surely you can come up with all kinds of strategies. I just want to ruffle his hair for being adorable and smart. Look at him, he's using his brain cell today. Aww. Sweet. I agree with Vilio. I don't want to sit idly by while you work to protect me. There must be something That was when it happened. Huh? A window shattered, followed by a scream. It's coming from outside! The redhead dashed outside and we followed close behind. A man was going on a rampage across the street. Stay away from me! He was swinging a chair around, breaking nearby windows and knocking over flower pots. My head hurts! Why? Why does it have to be me? This is all your fault! Fully Lord Bolt over here! The man's eyes were unfocused, his steps unsteady. He was muttering something, but it was totally incoherent. No way. Damn, he's gone mad. Hey, Brett! What are you looking at? Got something to say, huh? The man wheeled toward a boy who was crouching on the ground in fear. Oh no, not good. Promptly, I get the man's attention, protect the boy. I feel like get the man's attention because direct his attention away from the boy. People can get the boy out of the way because we're not near the boy. So going in and protecting the boy was, you know what I mean? Like, let's say it's us, then the man, and then the boys behind. Like, he's going. Like, what are we gonna do? Run around and grab the boy? Like, trying to get his attention. He's gonna wheel around, and people can say, you know what I mean? Like, that seems less dangerous for us and the child and everybody else involved. Yeah. Okay. Good. Get the man's attention. I've got to divert his attention. I rummaged through my pocket, finding a honey candy inside. I pulled it out and threw it as hard as I could. A candy. Dink! Just a little. Just imagine that little flick on the back of your head. Bink! A little bink. Hey, what? Huh? The candy smacked right into his head. That's a brilliant idea. The man's tottering steps halted as his gaze slid over to me. He's just like, chuck! Just imagine chucking a tiny candy at the back of someone's head. It's fucking ridiculous. I love it. Run away! Now! Okay! The boy immediately fled the scene. Thank goodness. I scarcely had time to breathe a sigh of relief before the man bellowed my way. How did he know I threw it? You're trying to kill me? Like hell I'm gonna die here. I'll kill you first. There is what is in the honey candy that we thought it would be a good weapon, and the man thought it was going to kill him when it smacked him in the head. Just saying, Jesus. That shit's dangerous. He stalked toward me, murder in his eyes. Yeah. He never reached me. A fierce gust of wind blew through the street. Oh, the wind spirits. Ah! The man hurtled backward and took a hard fall. Yeah, then you thought the candy. Vilio. Okay. It was a short exchange between Sephora and Vilio with no context whatsoever. No, boy, they get it. Despite that, they understood each other. The dragon boy took advantage of the opening Sephora created with his magic. Ah, he did the wind thing, okay. Which just makes it a little bit better, because I thought it was the wind spirits, and I'm like, poor Sephora is just standing on the sidelines while somebody else always saves me. He zoomed over at the speed of light and captured the rampaging man. Good for him. Everyone's like, look at the sentinel. Yeah, he's getting his hands dirty. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. He rushed toward me, clearly worried. I smiled to reassure him. Kiss him. I knew you guys would jump in to help if I couldn't get out of the way. I'm just glad you're okay. You made a good choice. Thank you. I know I did, because I got points for you. There's only one ending, but I still want I want the perfect answers. Once alerted, the security forces appeared on the scene. God damn it, get off of me! Stay still! The man was raging, but he couldn't move a muscle with Vilio restraining him. Shortly after, the redhead handed him over to the security forces. I guess there's not much damage since we captured him quickly. Yeah, but... Mom, I'm scared. Why did that old man turn scary all of a sudden? It's all right now, see? He's being arrested. But... Doesn't this incident remind you of the lunatic riots? No way, that case should be closed now that Balto's dead. Everyone who'd witnessed the incident was on edge. They need an explanation. Come with me, Vilio. Sure. You stay at Cheers. The culprit might be nearby, so we shouldn't be too reckless. Okay, got it. Can I leave her with you until I get back? Absolutely, I got this. Of course, Leon would keep us safe because he's in love with us. After they explained things to the people of Kultura and we returned to the mansion, we found a surprise guest waiting for us. Ginia? Ah! I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I was not expecting it to actually be a lesson. He showed up. Oh! Sorry. I am surprised and not surprised that fucking sound came out of me. I'm not surprised because that's me internal screaming. That's not even the internal screaming, but like I'm just actually like quite surprised that it took me by such surprise I could not it. Oh dear God, but oh I love Alessa so much. I really do. As for side characters, ugh. Dear God. Well, this game was full of the side characters we couldn't date because they gave us Ginia and Alest, and then we technically got them both in this game, so... This one might be my favorite over the original game, I'm just saying, because I got to date Ginia. We got that CG! And I got that, like, the doors and the windows and everything were open for Aleste, and I love that so much. It's so nice. It's not just like a little friend route. Oh, you know it was romantic. They just... They've done me well, is all I'm saying. Oh, you're finally back. Good work. Well, hi, Aleste. It's been a while. I know it's been too long. I love you so much. What brings you here? Actually, I've been updating him on the case from time to time. I told him the man with the perfume has begun to move, so I asked him to come. It's as he said. I cannot believe an incident occurred right around my arrival, though. I actually received a report from the forces earlier. It must have been hard for you all. Vilio and Zephora, you did everything I could have asked for. I love him so much. I also love his weird little, like, glasses pose. I love it so much. And you too, Spacey. You were immensely helpful. Let me thank you on behalf of the security forces. With a kiss? Can we make out a little? I've got other things we could do for as a thanks. I'm just saying. Yeah, like, whatever. Like, Zephora's fine. We're in a throuple here. What? A square? A tetrahedron? Like, it's a man harem. Whatever. I don't know. I get lost at it. It's a like, is it just a polycule at this point? Once you hit, like, 4? More than, because a throuple is 3, so more than 3 would be just the polycule at that point. You know, because it's just like, then it just gets too confusing with numbers. Like a couple of throuple and then just polycule after that. So that's basically what we're in. It's okay. It's a man harem, Aleste. It's fine. Zephora's fine. Let's go. No need. I didn't do anything special. No need to be so humble. It's true that we were all saved because of you. While risking your life isn't good, I love how you rush to protect the citizens. You truly are the Sentinel's better half. Even Aleste is basically assuming we're married here. I'm not sure if better half is the best way to put it. I'm also a citizen of Cultura, though. I want to keep these people safe. I chucked a hard candy at the guy's head. I'm just saying, I really did not do much. She's not wrong. How reliable of you, but like Aleste is still a little bit in love with us because he's confessing. He is like being way more giving of the appreciation and praise than our boyfriend is. Just, you gotta step up, Zephora, step up. Zephora's over there like, this fucking bitch. I love it. Aleste is all happy and praising us, probably petting our head, and Zephora's over there like, I can't even tell her I love her, Jesus. Alright, I'd like to shift our discussion into what we'll do next. The bespectacled man looked at me and Vilio. Oh, should I leave? I'll brew you some tea then. No, it's alright. I want you to join too. I wasn't able to give you the details back at Cheers, remember? Besides, I can't exactly call you outsiders anymore after you helped us resolve that last incident. Oh. Zephora made it clear. Explain it to them, Aleste. Sure. As instructed, Aleste began to speak more in depth about the case. First of all, we can agree that the incident earlier was akin to the lunatic riots. It seemed that the madman used to be one of Balto's followers. Now that you mention it, he did refer to Balto as Lord. I heard he often complains about the Sentinel when he goes to Cheers. Perhaps the owner of the perfume heard the man ranting about him there. According to that fellow's testimony, he was approached by an unknown man when he left Cheers. He said his memories of it are murky, so I assume that was when he smelled the perfume. Put simply, the madman and the perfume holder are not directly linked. I doubt we can track down the real culprit even if we interrogate the man in our custody. Oh, alright. I don't understand. Why did he decide to start an incident now of all times? I know, right? Based on what Zephora said, the perfume holder's goal is to get money. He's been hiding and biding his time so he wouldn't get caught. You have a point there. I can't say for sure, but he's probably retaliating. What do you mean? As far as I can tell, the guy who has the perfume is primarily driven by money. Despite his lack of skills and connections, he's arrogant and tends to take out his anger on others when things don't go his way. He's approached you, but his plan was foiled when Vilio interfered. He did this today because he blames you for his failure, Vilio. A childish revenge ploy. Is that why it happened right in front of Cheers? Because I was there? I mean, I still would have rejected him if Vilio hadn't been around. And the culprit is the sort of guy who blames others when things go awry. However, we were also at fault for assuming he would not use the perfume because he was a cowardly, mediocre crook. And I suppose we shouldn't have let him make the first move. It doesn't matter if he only has a small amount of the perfume. Another instance like this might happen at any given time. True. Our top priority is to catch him ASAP and prevent any further incidents. If there's anything I can do to help, I'll do it. Same here. Anything, huh? Sephora lapsed into thought after hearing her comments. Oh, now you're giving me that look on your face that's like shady and devious and that says you've got some naughty, naughty plans for me. But unfortunately, it's not the kind that I want it to be. And then, his lips curled into an evil grin. It's not the kind of look you want from your boyfriend. It's the kind of look that I like. You know. But like, not, well, you're not the evil sort, so like it concerns me. I saw that grin a lot in the past. It was when we were still traveling together before he became the Labyrinth Sentinel. Well, with how many traces he left, we can come up with as many strategies to catch him as there are stars in the sky. I feel sick to my stomach at the mere thought of leaving the case to the forces after he jerked us around this much. Zephora? Yeah, the look on his face is like... The look on your face is the look and evil laugh inside my heart when we found out you were drunk and could tell us anything we wanted to know. His words and gaze just oozed menace. I had a good idea how he felt. He's super mad. He said you'd do anything right. I did say that. I have an idea then. Let's rip him off and crush him completely. Wow, this is way too fun for him. You know, though? I like it, though. He's fucking up my town. The moment Zephora got like this, the word restraint didn't exist in his dictionary. I hope that the word restraint doesn't exist in your dictionary when you eventually, open up, tell us how much you love us, and pin us down on the bed, is all I'm saying. I'm gonna need that to apply then, as well. I knew that all too well. Oh, phrasing? I'll use you as much as I want. You better be prepared. I mean, I am, but is this the time to talk about that in front of... Aleste and Vilio are here, and aren't we... you didn't mean sexually. Okay, never mind, because that's exactly how I was hoping that you were saying that. I mean, woo! They knew what they were doing. They were like, we're going to put this in there. And you're like, people are going to read that wrong. And they're like, that's exactly why we put it in there. Have fun, ladies. Seriously. Okay. I've adjusted your schedule. What do you think? Looks good. Let's proceed with this. Thanks for confirming. I'll let everyone know the changes first thing in the morning. Sure. Thanks. No problem. Shall we take a break? I'll make us some tea. Aleste and Vilio had already left. Why can't they stay in the mansion? There's a mansion. They don't have extra rooms. We adjusted our plans based on the earlier incident, and now it was time for tea. I brought the tea set to Zephora's room. Is this where you confess all of your, love and affection? And now that we've got everything, how about we begin our evaluation? I posed the question while I put down our cups. Sure. This had become a routine after we fought. We did it in the hopes that we wouldn't fight over the same thing again. Let's use this opportunity to list all the things we want our partner to improve on. Reflection session. A constructive conversation between Zephora and our heroine that follows every argument. This prevents them from bickering about the same issue over and over again. You know what's really sad about this, though, is that there were, and they've said it, and it's not just implying, but, that we fight all the time. And it's they just kind of, this is supposed to be the fluffy aftermath. But the reason that we fight all the time is because Zephora doesn't know how to communicate his feelings, and we don't quite know how to read his secret underground backdoor love bombing. You know what I mean? Like, he does all these nice little things, and we know that, but sometimes we don't know it's him doing it. And it's not until we figure it out, and it's like, so he's like super secret squirrel about it. You know what I mean? Like the pancake, and then we're like, oh, we figured that out, and then we figure, but there's so many other things. Like you said, how many other things has he done that we just don't even know that he's doing? You know what I mean? And he's like, I'm like showering you with love and affection secretly, but we don't get that because we're missing half of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's really just bad love communication on our parts. You know? And that's why we fight, but it's just like really sad because it's like a fan disc sequel, and it's like supposed to be fluffy and fun, and you're like, with a little bit of, we gotta have a little bit of a plot in this, but it's like, but like our whole thing is like, Zephora and I argue all the time, and like, I don't, it doesn't bode well. Well, we know why, and like, I'm sure it'll be absolutely resolved by the end type of a thing, but, well, he's still gonna have to work on it, but he's gonna confess his love and affection, and just, whatever, but you go first. Okay, first off, I said this before, but I had no idea you were worried about me. I wish you would have said so. Like, just tell me if you're worried. You didn't have to go and share all the case details on top of it. After spending some time with you, I've noticed you tend to express your feelings with actions rather than words. But there are things that I just can't understand unless you come out and say it. So please be clear with me when it's important. Tell me with your words. I don't want to keep fighting forever. Got it. It's not like I go out of my way to start fights with you. From the look in his eyes, I could tell that he understood what I meant. So you said first off for that one. Is there something else? Just one more. Actually, forget it. On second thought, I opted to skip my second point. What? That must be pretty big, right? You were ready to bring it to the table for this. It's just, I'm too embarrassed to say it. But didn't you just tell me to be clear when something is important? When he put it that way, I couldn't avoid it any longer. The other thing is that I wanted you to be jealous. Jealous of what? Oh, when we were chatting with Leon today, even the unshakable Zephora's jealous now. I'm not. He's gonna be like, I fucking was! You said that, didn't you? When I reminded him of our conversation with Leon, he grimaced. The person who hit on you was aiming for me, or rather my money. I mean, I'm worried, but why would I be jealous of him? I totally get it. It's just, how do I put it? My maidenly heart was hurt by that. I'm not jealous of him. The other guys, though. It's so bad I've almost come to detest them. What? When? Who? I was brimming with questions, my eyes twinkling at his unexpected response. The fact that she's like, wait, you're jealous? Like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, when you said that you weren't jealous, it hurt me a little because you're not jealous that someone's trying to steal me away from you? But it's like, and then, he'd be like, no, because I know that you wouldn't leave me. You know what I mean? But he's like, no, that guy's only after my money, not really you. But Leon, every time he flirts with you, I want to stab him. Cool. Leon especially. Leon? No, wait, but we're talking about the Leon here. He flirts with you even though he knows about our relationship, doesn't he? Remember what he said today after you said I was hiding something from you? Spacey, how about you date me instead? He was probably just joking. I'm sure he says that stuff to other guests, too. You seriously believe that? Now I feel bad for the guy. What do you mean? No, forget it. Besides, Leon can easily express the things I can't even bring myself to say. He's anxious about it. It was cute to see him getting wound up over the things he couldn't say when he failed to muster up the courage in the first place. Wow, though. So you are jealous. The very fact put a happy smile on my face. Don't worry, it's all right. I want to hear that stuff coming out of your mouth. I don't feel a thing when Leon says it. I pity him. Well, whatever. It's my turn now. All right, go on. Take this. He handed me a paper bag filled with numerous mystic tools. Are these for self-defense? Yeah, pick whichever ones you can use and keep them on you. They may not do much, but this'll help me breathe a little easier. I'm well aware you can't ignore someone who's in trouble. I'm not going to stop you from doing that because it's in your nature. At the very least, give yourself some protection. Okay, I will. And one more thing. Even if we're fighting, let me know if you're going somewhere. Got it? Definitely. Sorry for worrying you today. I sincerely apologized to Sephora. He was trying to respect my wishes, even though it made him uneasy. Will you fucking kiss me now, goddammit? I mean, like, you kissed me once, and then you abandoned me for a year, and... Have we kissed since then? I doubt it. Because you're so unable to tell me about your feelings. We've been living here for a month. We were waiting for a year! Then we've been living here with you for like a month or more. At least a month plus. And you probably haven't even kissed me. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Patience of a saint is all I'm saying. No, I should be the one apologizing. With that, both of us had said our piece. We've made up now. Here's to no more fighting. Yeah. We did the usual thing after apologizing. Make out. My heart warmed at our reconciliation, and I held out my hand. He chuckled and gave it a squeeze. I felt like we'd gotten even closer. Okay, also, we need more CGs. We're missing a lot of CGs for him, I feel like. We chatted about this and that for a while. Time flew right by. We also haven't gotten one in this part yet. Before I knew it, our cups were already empty. Usually, we would say goodnight to each other because it's time to sleep. Yet I found myself wanting to stay with Sephora a bit longer. I tried my very best to find a new topic, hoping to stave off our parting. I'm really glad Vilio came. He saved me when I was in a pinch, and he helped you and I make up. Oh, and he was so cool when he captured that rampaging guy. You were so in sync with him. He's like, you're talking about fucking Vilio right now? Are you gonna, get mad and pin me to the bed? Because I think you should. I'm gonna thank him later. What should I give him? I mean, I can always go with meat, but I wanted to give him something... Oh, he's gonna get jealous now because we're talking about Vilio. How long are you gonna keep prattling on about Vilio? Huh? He cut me off with a disgruntled voice. What's wrong? Your second point from the evaluation meeting. My second point? The other thing is that I wanted you to be jealous. I'm not jealous of him. And the other guys, though. It's so bad I've almost come to detest them. Wait, is he saying he's jealous now? Sephora's jealous of Vilio? Do I need to make it clear? Yes! That's the whole thing we've been arguing about! Yes! Grabs him and shakes him. Yes! I've just wanted you to be clear from the fucking beginning! God damn, I thought you were smart! I don't want to hear another man's name right now. Oh! Sephora got up from his chair. Oh god, you better do something hot. I flinched, overwhelmed by his sudden intensity. Are you going to sleep? Until a moment ago, I wanted to stay with him a little longer. I mean... Now my heart thrummed, urging me to flee. It's too early to sleep. Oh, are you getting frisky with me for the first time? That's interesting. He took a step closer, prompting me to take a step back, maintaining the distance between us. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it forever. I bumped into the bed, and I knew there was no way out. Oh, hell yeah. And there's no escape over there, you know. Oh, dear God, we're gonna... Yeah, oh. It was like... I'm like, oh, we're getting into... And then it's like, just kind of actually a precious CG. I was, expecting something a little intense, and it just looks kind of sweet. Yeep! We were about a hair's breadth away. Close enough for him to kiss me. I hope he does. Though I wanted to run away, another desire rose within me. Anticipation. Unable to move or run, I held still where I was. Look at his hand on her shoulder. Sephora's alluring eyes had me pinned as he leaned in close. I wondered if he could feel my pulse quicken through his hand on my shoulder. Heat rushed from the places he touched me. I closed my eyes and prepared myself, imagination running wild. Huh? No matter how long I sat there, the moment never came. Why is he cock blocking us? He simply looked at me, hand on my shoulder, because he was getting all, there's nowhere to run, and then he was like, and then he totally just, did you freeze? Ding, ding, ding. Are you blue screening? Are you okay? Like, why? Waiting was agony. I wanted him to hurry up and do it. I stared back at him imploringly, silently begging him to keep going. And do I need to put this kind of thing into words, too? He smiled mischievously, teasing me. No, this I want you to put into feelings, like feelings me up. You're so sly. Sorry for being sly. So, you want me to put it into words? No, it's fine. All right. His smile widened once he got my permission. Oh. He kissed me ever so gently, breaking the tension at last. How long has it been since he kissed us? Because I feel like it's been the whole... Well, I mean, it's been the whole game, but I mean, like, in reality time for them. He showered me with sweet kisses over and over again, his body conveying the powerful emotions he couldn't put into words. Again, does this happen often? It was so much to take in. Phrasing. Yet sheer bliss welled up inside me with his passionate outpouring of love. I mean... Right now, we're just kissing. Sure we are. Okay. I'm just like, that was not just kissing. Showering you with his outpouring of, oh, well, hell yeah. It got way more, you know what just happened. But then I'm like, okay, he can't tell you he loves you, but like, has that happened before in your relationship? Because then at least you were like, I know he loves me. I mean, I can tell when we have sex, but like... And when we make out sometimes, but like, you just wonder... Whatever. I can't believe you called me here this late. Are you insane? My bad. I mean, I can finally drink now. I wanted to have one with you. Look, you're complaining and yet you still came here. You really are nice. Hardly. I have no kindness to spare for you. I'm only here because I knew you'd barge into my room otherwise. Exactly. I can tell if you're awake or not by looking through the window. Fine. Just one. He's like, also, don't... Don't peep in my window like you busted into my window to drag me out one time. Which fucking route was that one in? I love the fact that, like, secretly these two are best friends. Like, this is a very similar but slightly different to Ginia and Aleste. You know what I mean? You have the happy-go-lucky, lighthearted dumbass, and then you have this serious, like, hard, dedicated worker, and yet somehow they're besties. But, like, at least Aleste and Ginia were friends in school, and they've just, like, and Aleste has just been stuck with Ginia ever fucking since. You know what I mean? When these two just got thrown together, and I don't know how the hell they became besties, it's against Sephora's will. I mean, he is like, I am not best friend, but Villia was like, we're best friends now, that's it. And, like, Sephora has no choice. He has no say in the matter. My bird has been, like, sitting here for, like, the past, like, 40 minutes, basically. The whole fucking part, just, like, nibbling and licking my hand. And, like, I don't know, my hands must be salty or something. Because he's just, like, licking my hands and then biting, like, the little pads of your finger. Like, you know, at the base of your fingers and your hands, the little pads of your hands right there. He's just, like, gnawing on that. I put my hand out here to cup him, and he's like, no, I feel like licking you instead. It's the weirdest fucking shit. My bird's strange. Anyway. By the way, I know you're resilient, but are you drinking too much? How many have you had? Dunno, I didn't count. I drank everything on the menu, though. Hey, Leon, I want to order. Got it. Be right there, Mr. Sentinel. And, like, he came out to hang out with somebody. God, I hate Vilio, but he's like, I secretly love him. Huh? Spacey didn't come with you? He tired me out. Is she sleeping? She must be tired considering all the things that happened today. I was going to basically be like, she's exhausted. Because in my head I was like, did you tire me out, sir? Basically what he just said, yes. I totally thought you'd go the, I'm not going to let you sleep tonight right after you made up. He did, but I was exhausted. Huh? What are they going to do if they're not sleeping? Play exciting Eshelita? I mean, sure, Vilio. That's what we're calling. I love Vilio. So innocent and sweet. Well, of course they... Let's go to another pub. I don't want to drink at this place owned by some perverted fae. Hey, wait, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say it. Sephora's over there like, yeah, but she fell asleep on me because I worked her too hard. It was late at night, and there were barely any patrons left in the pub. Vilio, who drank an unthinkable amount of liquor, turned to Sephora. None of his indulgence showed on his face. By the way, there's something I forgot to ask you earlier. Why haven't you married Spacey yet? You didn't say anything about not wanting to get married. And I don't think it's because you're busy with work either. Averting his gaze, Sephora responded in a murmur. There's a lot to consider. Don't humans just have to say, please marry me when they're proposing? What is there to consider? You won't understand because our worlds are way too different. It's not something easy to say. A proposal is one of the most important events in someone's life. You can't just do it on the spur of the moment. And given your personality, I bet you're thinking of doing it at a fancy restaurant with a great view or during a shimmering meteor shower. That's romantic and beautiful. Now that Cheers was practically empty, Liana joined in on the conversation. Because it really matters. Well, a lot of ladies do love showy setups like that. I never expected you to be such a romantic, Mr. Sentinel. So that's the deal? If you think about it, you're basically not doing anything, though. Don't you feel bad for making Spacey wait forever? She waited for you for a fucking year and you didn't even answer any of her letters, goddammit. Even I did, and I was physically hard to reach. Vilio was literally the hardest person to reach, and you know he definitely responded more than Sephora. Because Sephora was at 0. Like, he's right. Didn't she complain about how you don't open up to her? She comes here from time to time to vent. Like, Sephora isn't being straight with me at all and stuff. And don't worry, she gushes about you more often than she complains. You do understand she won't get it unless you tell her in advance, right? Yeah, I'm sure she'd love it if you set up a whole surprise proposal for her. But wouldn't it be better if you mentioned it to her first? You have a point. If you get it, then you can't keep her waiting forever. Exactly. If you make her wait too long, she'll get angry and dump you. I know. He stared at his glass for a while, seemingly gathering his thoughts. The glasses clinked as he turned to his companion. Hey, Vilio. Yeah? What is it? Can you help me out with something? The Labyrinth Sentinel is asking for help instead of dishing out orders. How rare. You got it, bud. Just say the word. And then he's asking for Vilio's help. Because they're best friends. Chapter 4. They're best friends. I love it. Their best frienditude is literally absolutely just very parallel to, like, Virginia and Aleste. You know what I mean? Again, slightly different, but it's very similar. Like, one of them is just very frustrated by the other one's just idiocy. You know? But they need each other. Like, it's adorable. Gorgeous people clad in fancy attire and dazzling accessories mingled with one another, hoping Lady Luck would smile on them. A heady blend of sweet and pungent aromas I couldn't place wafted from every which way. I doubt I'll ever get used to this place. It was my second time in the casino. Last time around, I was gathering intel with Zephora and Ion. Is he going to propose during our circus event? Because that'd be cute. The casino was open to wealthy people approved by the Sentinel himself. I felt underdressed, making it a super uncomfortable experience. This isn't the time to be self-conscious. I've got to make sure our plan succeeds. I took a deep breath to calm myself. Then I thought back on my strategy meeting with Zephora earlier. I'll use you as much as I want. You'd better be prepared. And then, you know what? He followed through with that by using us so much that we fell asleep. So what exactly am I gonna do? Aside from you later, but I'll use you as bait. What? So you want her to lure out the culprit? That's right. Even though he pointed out that bait wasn't the same as a decoy, it didn't assuage my worries. Will he really fall for it, though? We only need to drop a hint that he's gonna get something much bigger than what he thinks he's aiming for. He might be cautious, but he's out for money. He's bound to show himself without realizing it's a trap. Right. Even if he does have an inkling, the reward will be too tantalizing for him to back out. First, I'll send him a letter using your name. Here's the letter I mentioned. Can you give it to him if he shows up here? Sure, you can count on me. Leon took the letter we'd prepared and the sketch of the man from me. We had no doubt the man would come to Cheers looking for a victim to corrupt with the perfume. Both Zephora and Aleste agreed this was the most likely place, given that the man was familiar with the area. Wouldn't it be better to ambush and catch him here, though? You know he's gonna drop in. That does sound faster, but Zephora's mad and devious. If he causes another commotion in a crowded area, it'll cause too much unrest. It doesn't matter if we handle it or not. Besides, with so many people around, he could easily slip away. And it's much better to lure him right into our snare, don't you think? Or so Zephora said. It definitely sounds like him. Just where are we gonna lure him so we can capture him? The casino. It's sensible. We can move around freely there. It's the perfect place to arrest him. Indeed. The casino was located in the underground labyrinth. Since Zephora had the labyrinth necklace, we could easily block the culprit's escape route. Once he gets there, it'll be no different than a rat in a cage. Unlike on the surface, there's nowhere for him to run. But considering how cautious he is and how he manages to flee every single time, wouldn't you realize there's no escape for him? Well, if he uses his head a little, he'll notice right away that it's a trap. The thing is, the casino's considered a playground for the rich. For a financially motivated person, there's nowhere more appealing than a casino. Besides, he probably won't even consider the idea that you would set him up. You have a point. He did try to draw me out with a messy note and assumed he could force me into complying. In short, he thought I was easy to manipulate. That made my blood boil. Oh, we are so gonna catch him! Damn right we are. Today was the day we were enacting our plan. I was waiting near the casino entrance, our designated meeting place. Phew, it'll be all right. I've memorized all the steps. I had to stay calm and collected so he wouldn't notice how nervous I was. The others are here. I'll be fine. I only needed to do the one thing they entrusted me with. Though we only had a small amount, Maracas perfume was still extremely dangerous. Just in case, we had discussed how I should contact the others if worse came to worse. I have no problems with using her name to lure him out, but what should we do after that? He'll probably get suspicious if the person he's supposed to meet is missing. In that case, I'll keep him company. You say that, but our culprit possesses the perfume. It'll be too dangerous if you're unarmed. I won't deny that I'll be at risk, but Zephora's coming with me this time. The security forces should be on standby, too. I believe in all of you, so please, let me do this. I cannot refuse if you're so adamant about it, but... Elise glanced at Sephora. I told you I'd use you as much as I want. I intended to do so from beginning to end. Yeah, okay, but we're talking about the plan here, sweetie. I'm gonna need you to keep it in your pants for a minute. Oh, I'll take all possible measures. I wouldn't dare put you in danger. Security forces disguised as guests and staff were deployed nearby. They also brought mystic tools to protect themselves from the perfume. As for me, I had one of the self-defense items Zephora gave me in my pocket. Simply touching it gave me courage. I sat up taller. Our meeting time had already passed. Finally, the man made his appearance. Hey, thanks for the invitation. It's an honor to be in such an amazing place. He didn't even apologize to me for arriving late. The guy oozed arrogance. He's probably on guard, so I figure he'll scope the place out and then come late. Just give him your usual stupid smile like you've been waiting for him. My usual stupid... Calling it stupid is mega rude. I mean, I was thinking the same thing. A bit reluctantly, I smiled as I'd been told to. I'm glad you came. Thank you, and sorry for calling you out here out of the blue. I had to come, obviously. Especially after I read your impassioned letter. Sephora was the one who came up with the contents of the letter. I only wrote what he dictated. I'm so mortified thinking about it. As the man said, the letter was filled with words sweet enough to make me blush. Makes me wonder if Sephora would write me this kind of letter. He was probably pouring his feelings into that letter, and you just didn't realize it. Now I kind of want him to. There was no way. He probably went overboard as part of the plan. I banished the thought from my mind. No, he's going to tell you. He's like, everything in that letter were all the things that I wanted to say to you. But I couldn't, so I dictated it to you to write into this letter to this man. As a roundabout way of saying it directly to you. Still, I never expected you to be willing to meet with me, considering you're close with the Sentinel. What's more, you rejected me pretty harshly on the street the other day. I was surprised to get your invitation. His lips are eased into a cheesy smile, yet his sharp eyes scrutinized my every move. No matter how happy he claimed to be, he was undoubtedly wary. First, I need to gain his trust. He was trying to suss out how I truly felt, so I closed my eyes and huffed a small sigh. I'm sorry about the other day. It's just, we would have attracted too much attention. I don't want people to see us and start speculating. People in the city are tight-knit. They would have told the Sentinel immediately. Oh, so that's how it is. I mean, the current Sentinel does seem kind of hard-headed. That explains why you had the owner of Cheers pass on your letter. Yeah, Leon's good at keeping secrets, so he's the perfect person to rely on if we want to meet without prying eyes. You look innocent, but you're surprisingly naughty, huh? Yeah, you should have seen the shit I did to the Sentinel last night. Or the other night, depending. Consider me interested. He laughed, reaching for my hand on the table. I casually avoided it by brushing back a lock of my hair. Say, while we're here, how about we play a game or two? I placed a cup full of coins on the table. Each coin was a fake with an inconspicuous mark, and they were supposed to be retrieved later on. Oh, look at all these coins! Quite the generous lady, aren't you? Appreciate the gesture. The man was dazzled by the coins before his eyes. He didn't even think to ask questions, let alone inspect them. Well, yeah, because you're the Sentinel's girlfriend, so you probably have access to money. Grabbing the cup, he jolted to his feet. Using the fake coins to bet, he amused himself at one of the roulette tables. I thought he was going to grab the coins and run, and I was like, that was the plan? Damn, this man's real easy. He didn't even realize his opponent was an officer pretending to be a guest. Holy hell, it's my win! Is this what they call beginner's luck? I can't believe I won so much. Or maybe you're blessed by the spirits. Playing the sweet talker, I waited for the perfect timing to move on to the next step of our plan. He looks pretty relaxed now. Should be fine, I think. I put my hand behind my back and gave the signal. By the way, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Huh? Sure, why not? I doubt she'll be as beautiful as you, though. The man reached out to playfully caress my hair. At that very moment, Zephora stepped in to prevent it. Why, hello there. I don't know. She's pretty. But she's also a he. So. The man blanched as Zephora flashed him a bright smile. Huh? Lord Zephora? Hey, you lied to me! He glared daggers at me, livid that I'd sold him out. Please calm down. I'm pretty sure this is a good deal for you, too. While I spoke to the man, he rose to his feet in a hurry. Zephora grabbed his shoulders and popped him back into his seat. Don't be so nervous. Unless, of course, you're guilty of something. Guilty of what? Well, the fact that you worked under the previous Labyrinth Sentinel for a start. From what I hear, you've worked in the perfume department. How can the Sentinel make an unfounded accusation against an innocent civilian? Following Balto's demise, no one would admit they had anything to do with him. We already knew the man would deny it. Zephora didn't let it deter him. The other day when I was at the pub with her, I happened to witness the effect of that perfume firsthand. It's a very valuable item, so I thought to myself, it'd be such a waste to let it fall to the wayside. Hence, I'm planning to develop an export business using that perfume. Oh? The man changed his tune once he realized the Sentinel wasn't condemning him. But given my position and all, it's hard for me to make it happen. I'm looking for someone with knowledge of the perfume and experience managing it. Honestly, I'd like to leave this matter to someone with a background like yours. He's such a wolf in sheep's clothing. It reminds me of our first meeting. It was no right lie, obviously. Made me wonder what he was truly feeling under that smiling mask. Thinking about it sent a shiver down my spine. Let's not worry about that. As grateful as I am for your consideration, I won't be of any help to you. The man rejected Zephora's offer. Interesting. Really now? And why is that? I can't trust you. You used your girlfriend to meet with me. It's like you tried to set me up. Sorry, but I'm gonna go home. He stood up and walked toward the exit. Zephora smiled, unperturbed, and looked rather smug. But this is actually my way of proving I'm sincere. What do you mean by that? Unable to ignore him, the man turned back around. I stole the Labyrinth Sentinel position from Balto. I don't blame you for not trusting me. You were on his side, after all. But think about it. I let my girlfriend, my weakness, be alone with you. She can't use magic and doesn't know how to fight. As you can see, she's helpless and naive. Ouch. I know he's acting, but it still ticks me off. Reminding myself this was all a ruse, I tried my best to keep the smile plastered on my face. You're gonna have to apologize in bed for that later. I made myself vulnerable sending her here so you'd get how serious I am, and that I don't mean any harm. Can you understand that? The man scanned me from head to toe, a look that bordered on suggestive. Then he snorted. You have a point. She's practically asking for it, walking around all defenseless. Wow! Oh, Zephora, nail his ass to the wall, and then nail me against the wall. Totally different types of nailing, but I'm just saying. Don't get mad, girl. Hold it in. I get that you bear no malice, so how about we talk more about the perfume stuff? That would be much appreciated. Alright, I'd like to solidify the details right away. First, the profits will be... One thing, though. It's no fun to form a boring, regular old contract, wouldn't you say? I don't catch your drift. We're in a casino, so how about we decide our share by the number of wins in a game? Even if you lose every time, I'll still let you have something. Not a bad deal, right? What do you get out of this? I love a good thrill. The wind spirits love freedom. They yearn to live without restraint. Ha! Our current Sentinel sure has some odd proclivities. You should never mind. You should be like, wow, you don't know the half of it, sir. Fine, I'm in. What are we playing? Since I'm the one making the proposal, you may choose. Pick any game you like. Let's play poker. His earlier wins must have gone to his head. It obviously hadn't dawned on him that we let it happen. He didn't even hesitate to suggest poker. And we're going to finish this up in the next part. So anyway, I will see you guys next time, remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.